Yo, what's up, my people? What's up, my people? Morning, everybody, or good afternoon, I should say. Um, I just went live on Instagram, so some of y'all, I got to do this again. Um, this is another No Dunk Zone episode that's sponsored by Matchbout. Follow Matchbout Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Matchbout, the best sponsorship on the land. Let's get straight into it, okay? Well, first of all, I hope everybody's having a safe and blessed day so far. I got a special guest today, celebrity boxer, my brother Stanley James III from Philly. He's gonna bring us in. He has a bout coming up this week, this Saturday, I believe, in Florida, if I'm not mistaken. So we're gonna have him come up and talk, and we're gonna go from there, man. Y'all know how I do already. I'm very simple. So let's get my guy in here. We're gonna go from there.
You
Stan the man. What's up, bro?
man, I can't call it, man. Highly blessed, highly favored. You
Hey,
know,
first of all, man, this is a honor and pleasure. So, thank you, brother.
I appreciate you. Same here.
You already know, man. So, let's get into it, man. What's up, man? First of all, tell the people who don't know, tell the people who don't know who Stanley James the Third is and what it is that you do.
All right, Stanley Velocity James the Third. He's a a young black entrepreneur from Philly. Yeah, man. I'm a jack of all trades. I do a lot of things right now. One of the main things that I'm sticking on is this boxing. Something I always wanted to do. Yeah, something that I always had in my heart. I feel like I've been fighting my whole life. So, you know, uh, what is it to get in the ring and lay it all in there, leave it all in there? Yeah, man. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm traveling the world. I'm kicking ass. I'm taking names. Yeah, man. Eventually, I'm headed to the pros. I got a couple more years in my tank. Yeah, man. Not light. I say about 7 to 8. So we gonna make it do what it do.
Um, how'd you get involved in boxing? Did boxing find you, or did you find it?
I kind of say both it coexists with each other, only for the simple fact that when I was a child, went to a lot of disciplinary schools and stuff like that. I was fighting a lot. I grew up in a neighborhood where it was kind of not gang territory, but people had their sides, and I was always one of those people where I don't got a side. Yeah, it's just me. So with that being said, mom and dad thought it'd be a good idea if I take boxing serious, or at least learn some self-discipline. So shout out to my uncle Larry. Yeah,
Oh, hold on, y'all. He'll be back. Something happened. Something happened. He'll be back. He'll be back. Don't worry. Something happened. All right. Here you go. He's coming back. Let him figure it out. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Let me see what. Okay, he's gonna come back. Let me hit him to make sure he's good. I don't know what happened. He might have pressed something. Oh, here he goes.
sorry about that, y'all. I'm usually more professional than that, but somebody called me. We on airplane mode now, so I'm good. My fault, y'all.
Nah, it's all. Listen, eh, it's gonna happen to me while I'm on with you right now, and I'm gonna get real mad. Cause somebody, after I put it, see, you know what's so crazy, bro? Before you finish your story, I share stuff so people will know, okay, this is what I'm doing at this time. Don't call me. And somehow somebody will sit there and go out their way to say, but I had a question to ask.
Crazy.
I'm like, that's why we got DMs, dummy.
Yeah, that's it. Text me.
So you said you kind of found boxing and it found you. Okay, so yeah, that's where we left off at.
Yep. Yeah, man. Shout out to the legendary. It's closed now, but shout out to Joe Frazier's gym. That's where I was at. That's where I was at, bro. The Allegheny.
It's closed?
Yeah, that joint been closed for a minute now. At least I say probably like 7, 8 years now.
Oh man, I was always looking forward to
Yeah,
going, man. I didn't know it was
yeah.
closed.
That joint closed down. Rest in peace. Gino, Mr. Gino, that was my coach. I mean, he the person that blessed me with the name Velocity and all that too. So we
Okay.
keeping hope alive, and I'm out here, man.
Oh man. Okay, so you find boxing, or it finds you, however it goes. Where did you go from there? Did you tell yourself, you know what? I'm gonna try this and see how it works? Because it's better to fight in the gym, especially coming from Philly. Let's first of all, let's make this clear. Because we all know Philly's a fighting town,
That's
whether
for
it's
sure.
in the ring or outside the ring. Um, how did you separate yourself from the two? Because I know, you always have somebody who's going to try you, and you're always going to have somebody who's going to try to talk you to just being in the streets because they don't want to see you successful. So
Mhm.
once you got good at the boxing, how did you end up separating yourself from the streets?
I'm not gonna
From the
lie.
streets of the gym.
I'm not gonna lie. It took a long time for me to do that. As you can see, I came on the scene kind of late. Like, you know what I mean? So, yeah, it took me a long time to differentiate the two because, besides even that happening, I started getting in the gym when I was like 7 to 8. You know what I mean? So, yeah, around that time when I started taking this serious, it's like 16, 17. But at that same time, I'm starting to have girlfriends and fucking, all that shit. So it kind of ventured me off from boxing. I did it, you know what I'm saying? I punched on niggas on the street and shit like that. But going to the ring and going to nationals and Olympics and stuff like that, yeah, that wasn't really on my agenda.
At this time, when you're just getting your feet wet in boxing,
Hmm.
what are some of the things that you're going through? What were some of your most challenging moments that might have discouraged you from wanting to box?
Um, like I said, running into the females, starting to smoke weed with the boys. You know what I mean? What can I say? Going to war with people, blocks and stuff like that coming up. Um, Losing people. I lost my grandpop like in a crucial time of me boxing where I thought it would motivate me and I could really put my strength into it, but I really was in a dark place for a long time. You know what I mean? I started having, kids. Me and baby mom was going through it. We was splitting. It was a lot of stuff, bro. Like I had to climb out some real dark shit.
Yeah, and I'm not guessing that any of that is easy because it's like, okay, I got to deal with these cats on the streets.
Mhm.
I got to deal with this girl saying she pregnant. And I got to make sure I'm the father because I don't have time to be playing games. And then here it is. I'm losing my grandma. I'm losing family members. I'm stuck in between, not knowing if I really want to do this boxing shit.
Mhm.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going with the motions.
Mhm.
Waking up every day and not even knowing if you're going to make it to the gym because somebody that you might have had an issue with is going to make sure you don't make it to the gym.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, facts.
that right there for you had to be crazy because it's like, what I mean? I don't even know if I'm going to make it.
Mhm.
Not just in life, but just make it through the day.
Right.
And that's got to be challenging because it's like, yo, man, I don't want to hurt nobody, but I damn sure ain't going to let nobody hurt me.
Yep.
When was the first time you noticed, you know what? This boxing shit is for me and I actually can go somewhere with it. It might change my life.
All right. So basically, like I said, younger days and stuff like that, I was always punching on shit. I'm talking about putting shit down. So those was the days though that like niggas wasn't shooting, especially people in my age group. It was like the worst thing you had to worry about is like a nigga whole block or a nigga whole school coming to your school and niggas really just fighting and getting down. Is that simple. Nobody
Yeah,
getting shot or dying. We just all rumbling. You know what I
yeah.
mean? See you tomorrow. So with that being said or whatever like that, you know, I started running across like street brawls and stuff like that. So I used to catch the trains and the buses all around Philly, you know, wear my boxing gloves and just pull up, and you know that shit that we'll do. So as time started going on, people started reaching out to me about tournaments and stuff. So I'm like, yo, this actually kind of something I could do. Okay, so a couple months after that, I get in an accident. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say where the injury at, but where the injury was at, I kind of thought like I'd never be able to do it again. You know what I mean? And this was my first time going into surgery, going under anesthesia. And, you know, I felt like when I was down, God had a conversation with me and he told me, all right, I'm gonna give you this here right here. You know what I mean? But when I give it to you, I need you to take this thing serious and really do what you know, go and do with it. You know what I mean? You take 5 steps, I'll take 5 more. You know what I mean? You know, when I woke up, I healed up. I say for like 6-7 weeks, I stayed in the crib. I just studied. You know what I mean? I watched all the fights, you know, hyping myself up, getting myself ready. And sure enough, a couple weeks go down and I got a call from Gillian Wallow to be able to fight at they knockout party. You know what I'm saying? That was December 8th of 2023. I'm going on I'm 9-0 right now. I'm going on 10-0 you know, this Saturday. So I mean, that's the story.
I mean, for you, success didn't happen overnight, but I know at some point you had to be like, damn, am I really living this?
Mm.
Am I really, is this really happening right now? Because despite if everybody knows who you are or not, there's a story behind everything you went through. And it's like, yo, I could easily be your cellmate right now. You know what I'm saying? You could easily be somebody's cellmate, or you could have been one of those cats that somebody murked on the street and now they just standing on the corner pulling out liquor for, like, yo, I'm gonna miss my dude. But it's like you still here, and to overcome everything you went through, and now it is you sitting around Gilly and Wallow. I mean, and I'm sure there's a lot of people that you have met that you probably never thought that you would ever meet. I mean, that's gotta be major.
Yeah, super major. It's like I'm still living in it right now because, like I said, that was December of 2023. Since then, you know, I had a fight like every month. So every 30 days, I'm damn near in the ring. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm still going. Even right now, you see, I got to fight this Saturday. After
Yeah.
this Saturday, I got to fight September 1st in LA at the Mayweather Hollywood Boxing Gym. After that, I got to fight in Clearwater, Tampa on October 19th. So I'm moving, bro. Like I'm
That's
not.
crazy because
Yeah.
the 17th is my wife's birthday.
Hey,
Hey, we might have to. I don't know now. You just said somewhere. You might have just changed the game. I might
always
have
got
to get
kids,
down.
bro, and I'm always open for media. That's what I do, bro. Any way I could help somebody and they could help me, and we could, you know, share fan bases and you know collaborate. That's what I'm all about. Because your net worth is your net worth. I tell people that all the time. Right now, I'm in my humble stage. I'm still getting to know people. I'm on every platform. I'm on everything, bro.
Yeah, I see my brother. I see my brother D Hall, which
Yeah,
that's
shout
my
out D
that's
Hall,
my guy.
man. Shout
I
out
love
D
I,
Hall.
I love I love D Hall. I'm actually getting ready to do with something with D Hall. I never got to interview him, and I'm pissed because I'm gonna make something happen with me and him. But this will be my second time going on his show, and his show is so relaxing. It's like one of those late night radio station shows where it's no drama. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He asks a lot of dope questions. He's a
yeah,
he's a dope dude. Shout out to D Hall and the People
yeah.
Show,
Man,
man.
shout out to him, man.
So definitely shout out.
His energy on 1,000, bro. His energy is everything, bro.
Yeah, definitely. And first of all, I can't wait to get to where he's from. Yo, we gotta pull up to where he at. I told him I'm gonna come see you. We gotta
Yeah,
do it.
he said he down in where you say North Carolina, right?
North Carolina.
Yeah, he down there. So yeah, we definitely gotta go down there. I was telling him back in the beginning of my boxing stage where I was on the Greyhound. I used to have to go through there when I used to be fighting at Atlanta. I had a couple fights at the King of
Yeah.
Diamonds. Anybody know the King of Diamonds right across the street from the Greyhound station?
Oh man, bruh. I used to be up in Magic City.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm talking about King of Diamonds. That's what I mean.
Yeah,
Magic City. My bad.
Magic City. I used to, yo, boy, times. But yeah, shout out to D Hall and the People Show. So okay, so You're not yet. You said you're 9-0.
Yeah, I'm 9-0 right now.
That means you're a bad boy.
Yeah, man, I ain't out there playing, and it's so crazy because I'm humble enough to know everybody not messing with me right now because I'm the best boxer. A lot of people is hype about my aspirations and the fact of knowing that I'm, consistent to get to that level. I have the heart of a champion. I can fight. So I started at 270. My first fight was at 270 with Gilly and Wallow. All the way to my last fight, I weighed 250. Right now, going into my fight this weekend on Saturday, I'm weighing in at 200. So my weight is down.
Now, was you like coming up as a kid, coming into a teenager too? Was you always stocky like that, or is that something happened as you got older?
Yeah, I don't. This not my walk around weight at all. This all baby, eating, in the crib, home cooked meals. Like my walk around weight is 150, 160. I've never been this big in my life. So just the fact that I'm this big, my goal before even coming down was to be able to conquer every division. So since I wasn't small and I couldn't go up, I wanted to go up and go down. So that's what I got going on. Hopefully next is light heavyweight. Then I'm gonna go to cruiserweight. I'm trying to get the weatherweight or at least junior welterweight, and that's how I end up entering the pros.
So besides doing this with Gilly and Wallow, you are not like officially signed to anybody.
No, I'm not signed to nobody. I got free range. That's how I'm able to fight on all these cards. So while we talking, shout out to Gillian Wallow at the KO Knockout Fest. Shout out to Vigilant. I'm gonna be fighting on their card soon. Shout out to ICS. That's who I'm fighting this weekend. Shout out to IFL. I fought Knick-Knack for belt there. Shout out to Barstool. Shout out to Rough and Rowdy. I fought on their Tough Man competitions. Celebrity boxing. Like I be everywhere, bro. Like these all the competitions I've been fighting in since December.
That's crazy. You know why that's crazy, bro? Because it sounds like you're staying more active than these dudes' favorite fighter out here.
Yeah, facts. And what people don't understand is the reason why I'm like this is because one, I ended up starting late, coming back. It is an influencer league that people got going on, and I came in fat as shit. So I know the way I operate, even though I work out, most of my weight get cut from sparring and physical contact. Like I have to go out there and fight.
Yeah,
Man,
yeah. That's a beautiful thing. But at least you took what you wanted to do and you knew you wanted to do and you ran with it because you could have easily ignored your calling card. I think the problem with us, especially as black men, we tend to ignore our calling card because we are afraid of failing. So then we don't want to take that chance. Nah, I don't want to do this boxing shit. I'm good, man. I'm you know what I'm saying? If I want to punch on somebody, I'll punch on them on the street. And it's like, okay, you do that, two things happen. You're dead, you know what I'm saying, or you in prison. So why not take it to the ring and actually make something of it? Get paid where you're able to feed your family. So that was the best decision you could have made.
And that's 1,000% correct. And it's so crazy because don't get me wrong, even right now in these steps, every time I gotta walk out the door, every time I gotta post on Instagram, I be around 1,000 people. Perception is crazy. So even right now, I be having a lot of fallouts with not a lot of pro boxers and people, but some people look at like the lane I'm in different from their lane. And I get a lot of hate. I get a lot of a lot of bad shit, but I got a lot of good shit that's happening too. And like you said, I have to stick to the goal. I have kids. I have things I got to do. I can't let that fuck up my ultimate goal, which is the GoPro. All this right here, I count it is great, but all y'all saying me is pick little niggas apart real quick until I go fuck with them niggas. Because I'm coming. Them niggas that's out there right now and everybody that's making all that noise and shit right there. Yeah, I'm coming, bro. Like they gonna remember this interview right here next year, the years to come and shit like that. I'm coming.
Oh yeah, this won't be the last one, so it wouldn't even matter. I mean, eventually the goal is to make you a regular face where people go, I heard of him. I don't approve of him. He you ain't got to approve of me. Just know I'm here and I'm not going nowhere. And if I'm pissing you off, I'm doing my job.
I'm doing my job.
I'm doing exactly what I was sent to do because everybody didn't agree with what I was doing. I've never competed in boxing, but I have sparred and I've been in that ring and I'm always in the gym with these amateurs. So I never let people try to treat me just like I'm like I just woke up and decided to start doing this. I've been doing this 4 years now. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
my goal is to touch every gym I can and get to every amateur because they always the next up and coming, or to get with a pro fighter that the world may not be familiar with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's my job. So if you're upset that I'm doing that, then I guess I'm doing what I'm supposed to do then. Because I can't see how you gonna hate on me for trying to be great.
Thanks. And then I had
Like,
to understand everybody not going to get it, and you know, that's the reason why God made me Velocity. You know what I'm saying? That's why
I like
I'm.
that man.
You know what I mean? So I had to remember that. Sometimes I be having to, remind myself that I'm the, no disrespect to nobody. Like I said, I'm humble, but I'm one of the chosen. So with that being said, I know He give His toughest battles to His strongest soldiers. So I mean, listen, if y'all think y'all fucking with me and y'all stopping me, man, I got God on my side. Y'all don't even understand, man. I'm fearless as hell. Like,
Hey, I always tell them this every morning. I always say, listen, what God has planned for you, no man can come in between that.
at all.
They can't stop it. You can,
Well,
I mean, you can't, I mean, you could pray for my downfalls. You could try to wish me away, but I'm not going nowhere.
mhm.
And that upsets people
Yeah, it
because
does.
you actually have people right now that's probably wishing you away.
Hmm.
And you can't understand. Is it something I did? Maybe it's past beef. Maybe I had beef with somebody they knew, or they just don't want to see me be great. A lot of our brothers or people that could be in the same position as us, but they can't figure out what they want to do with their life. They have no goals, no plan. They don't want to see you successful. If you get too big and you leave the hood, they don't want to see that. They don't want to see that.
Yeah.
That ruffles their feathers. I don't want to see him around Gilly and Wallow.
Hmm.
I don't want to see them.
Yeah.
What makes him so important from the rest of
Hmm.
us? You know what I'm saying? You got people who are just they hating. Like you ever spoke to somebody and they gave you the most weakest ass reaction, and you like, what the fuck I do to you?
Yeah.
Like
Bro,
you say you
listen,
get
I cut one of my homies damn near off. He called me and told me everything I did wrong in the fight. I was sitting there thinking to myself, like, damn, he ain't even say, damn, bro, you out there, you made a highlight in your life. You went out there, you tried, you just got out in front of bro. All my fights that I had damn near, except for 3 of them, was in front of like 40,000 people. From the rip, my first fight at the Gillian Wallow fight, the
wow.
whole Philadelphia was there, bro. Everybody was there. So it's like, to continue on and to do shit like that, I'm like, I just know I got to just keep myself motivated, just stick to God, keep my prayers. And I mean, I don't be outside. I'm not in the mix like that, bro. All I do is take care of my business endeavors, go to the gym, sleep, and take my showers and shit. Other than that, bro, like I'm not in the world. Like the closest to the world that I'm in is on social media. Obviously, that's it.
I noticed when I got deep into boxing, boxing saved me in so many ways. Not to say I was ever in trouble before it, but because I've always been a fan of boxing, it saved me because it directs me into. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. All right, there, my brother, go. That's all right. The devil trying to get you up out of here, but we working
Yeah.
now, Satan. We working,
Thanks, man.
Satan.
It's
Don't
just
do it,
going
Satan.
crazy. It's showing me all the notifications. It's showing me people is hitting us up. I had to take that off just now too.
Okay, that's cool, and I appreciate all your people that's coming and watching. Please
Mhm.
subscribe to the channel. You're more than welcome. You know what I mean? Welcome everybody. Um, I noticed. What was I saying? Anyway, it doesn't matter. But it's just crazy because people have a habit of wishing you away. And to me, it's just crazy though. And I'm like, bruh, it's no need for all that, bruh.
There's no need.
There's no need for that because, like I said, whatever God has planned for you, you can't interfere in that. And people will do it.
Yeah, they will.
They will do it. And for me, boxing saved me because it made me focus more on life.
Yeah.
And it made me realize what I wanted to do. I finally, at 36 years old, I'm 41 now, but at 36, I found out like, oh shit, I got something. I might have something. Not sure if I'm gonna stay with it. I got to see how it works. And I'm glad I stayed with it because there was times I was gonna walk away. But I only would have been doing what people wanted me to do because there was people who wanted me to walk away
Yeah,
from this
fact.
shit.
Yep.
They wanted me
Yeah.
to. They was already wishing me away. I'm like, damn, I ain't even get my feet wet. You wishing me away already.
Mm.
And I had to realize that there's a lot of sucker ass people out here, man.
Yeah. Even in the business, I had some fucked up business dealings, bro. I remember I just had a fight. I say probably like it was March 16th. I went to Tampa, Florida. We fought at Lights Out Boxing Gym. I signed
Okay.
the contract with the bull. We are supposed to weigh 200 to 260. You know, they started bullshitting with the money and shit. So I was telling them like, fuck you, I ain't coming. The day before the fight, they actually sent my flight. I get there in the morning, so I missed the press conference, the weigh-ins, everything. I just made the fight morning, and right before we was about to get in the ring, the doc was telling me like, yeah, I ain't gonna let you fight him. You wasn't here. You weighed in at what is it? I think I weighed in at 215. He came in at 325.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? So they was trying to set me up, fuck my record up and all that. And you know, I've been having some fucked up shady dealings and shit, but like everything been keeping me motivated, like I said, because like when I talk to God, it's just like trusting me. Like you know what I'm saying? So I just do
Mm.
that. Yeah, man, I don't trust nobody else. I don't listen. I ain't gonna say I don't trust nobody else, but I don't listen to nobody else. I just stick to my journey, make my prayers, and just continue my walk. You know what I mean?
How, since you've been in boxing and you have been doing what you're doing, you're going to these different shows and you're doing this, what type of reactions how you have you been getting? Because not just friends, right? But family members choose they choose to start acting a little different around you, where you always had that one family member that you didn't mess with like that. Then all of a sudden they coming around and they're your favorite and now they need a favor and shit. Like how has that changed? Have you ran into them type of issues?
I ain't even gonna lie. For me, no, not really, because and like my mom and dad family is tight, like they close. Like everybody really in my family that got kids, they was with the people that they had kids with and who they was together since they was in like high school. So everybody got like 40, 50 years in their family. So my mom and dad families, like we're all family. So I always been a representation of like my mom and my dad, and they parts of their family. They was always kind of like the outspoken ones, and like I remind them a lot of them. So I always came around, and I'm like the favorite cousin, and if not the favorite cousin, like that cousin that I don't play by the rules. I always had my own mind. I always was on my own shit. And back in the day, I was a rapper. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's always been like that for me. So I can't say things change. My cousins always love me. Like, yeah, it always been like that, bro.
Oh, I mean that's cool. Cause when I talk to a lot of fighters, they be like, yeah, man, I gotta watch my family because they be, this and that. They always coming to me. They need a favor. They need this. They need that. You know what I'm saying? Because and I've said this on a lot of episodes where I've talked to fighters where you start to become somebody's meal ticket.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? People come to you. They start coming to you with all the issues, gambling issues, child support issues, phone bills,
Cash
like
app. Can you
all,
cash at me? Can you
yeah,
cash at
cash
me?
app. You like, damn, yeah, hey, cuz I know you made you some good money in that fight. You what? You don't know what I made.
Listen, the burn out, bro. We got a family group chat, so I go through it.
You know, and
My grandma just hit the. If my grandma just hit the group chat, like, who gonna buy me this Louis Vuitton bag? Everybody like, Stan.
you know what? It is crazy. It's crazy because you think about it, you be like, wait a minute. Y'all do realize that I do have a team, right? That You know what I'm saying? I might have people around me I got to look out for. So before I even bless y'all,
Right.
my team got to get it. So
People don't look at it like that. It's crazy. I don't mean to get off topic. I
now go
tried to
ahead.
catch it, but we was having such a great convo. But the person that that I'm fighting on Saturday, he was in the chat. I don't know if he's still in there, but his name Ross Sims. I was telling him to come in here and tap on. Maybe we could have
Oh
had a
yeah,
little face
yeah,
off.
yeah.
We could have
Yeah,
had a
I see
little
him.
face off on your channel. Yeah, I mean, I was telling him to come
Oh well,
tap in with us.
I mean, if he subscribes
Mhm.
to the channel and all that, then yeah, you know, he's more than welcome.
Yeah, man. But yeah, tomorrow the face off, I'll be landing in Florida, probably like 9 in the morning. I think the
Okay.
press conference is at 12. Y'all know I'm gonna go up there. I'm gonna hold it down sturdy from Philly. You know we ain't on that bullshit, and you know I'm coming to do damage. This fight gonna be a little different. I don't know if y'all can see the comment, but he just said that we inspired him. We gonna make him go hard. Yeah, you gotta go hard, bro. You better come with all that shit because you my last example. This my last pro fight, bro. I'm guaranteed on knocking you out the second round. Like if I was you, I wouldn't even come. You know what I'm saying? But you know, everybody's sturdy, everybody gotta learn. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, you on my way in
Sheesh.
tomorrow is gonna be, it's gonna be bad, bro. Like it's gonna be bad. I'm looking real good. It's gonna be
What's the what's
bad.
the what's the what's the what's the most fun that you ever had doing this boxing shit? Besides just the training and all that, because like the traveling, probably going places that, because you know, a lot of us have never really been out of our city. So our city is all I know. You
Right.
know, it's all we know. You get to go to all these other, forget different countries. You get to go to different states. Like like, do you enjoy that? The traveling, get to see
Yeah,
different
for
places,
sure.
eat different food.
It's beautiful, bro. Anybody that know me right now in these last 5 years in my life, this probably the longest I ever been out of jail. This, but like when I say I'm the nigga that hold it down, like I was one of them niggas that punch it. Like the whole jails in Philly know me from putting hands on you. Like most of the people that was in the jails that I went to was people that went to high school with me. Like when I say disciplinary school, that's like a transition before you go to the jail. So if you ain't
Yeah.
seen niggas in a long time, they either in Kensington or they in jail. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, just needless to say that is just like, it's motivation to people for people to watch me, bro, and for people to see me hold it down because like I'm really a motherfucker that been everywhere in the city. Like, you know what I'm saying? People remember me from school. People remember me from just being in a neighborhood, being on blocks. Like, I don't know, bro. It was just crazy for me, bro.
It is. And for you to be, Stanley, when are you training, bro? He's actually fighting this week. D Hall.
No, he was asking when I'm gonna go pro. I'm thinking about going
Oh,
pro
going
next year,
pro.
but like I
I
said,
understood it.
I still got some youth to me. So my
Okay.
goal really is not to be quick on turning pro, to know that I'm ready to do that physically and that type of shit. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait it out. I ain't gonna say as long as I can, but I'm gonna make sure before I get in there, not only am I gonna be ready, I'm gonna be ready.
Yeah, because when that happens, the beautiful thing about when that happens, D Hall can say he had you up here. I can say I had you, and I'm like, yeah, I knew
And
about
then
him already.
again, I'm not even going to lie to y'all. In order for me to go pro, I gotta really like make some bread from that. Like as far as I'm concerned, I think when I looked at the contracts, it was like you get $600 even if you fight like more than 3 rounds or something like that, and you'll get your 1,200 Ps and stuff like that, bro. I be getting like 10 grand, 12 grand to fight, 5 grand, 6 grand, 7 grand. That's on no contract. That's just me by myself. Like I pay my rent on that. I live by myself on just fighting. I don't got no job. I like you feel me? So
Oh,
like
that's
I think we
crazy.
make more money than professional boxers. No disrespect. I feel like I don't got money like tanking them. I think that's a different level. But I think far as like coming into it and stuff like that, I really think us influencers make more money than professional boxers. I'm sorry.
You know what? I wouldn't even want that. I wouldn't want that big Mayweather Tank and Devin life because it's just like, you know what I mean? It becomes too much. It becomes too much because you get overwhelmed because
Right.
you have a lot of people you're responsible for.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want no mansion with 10 bedrooms and everybody thinking they come stay with me. Hell no.
Hmm. Right.
Me and
Right.
my wife like to live alone.
Right.
So, you know, I mean, it is. But hey, that's dope though. To make that kind of money, shit, you got
Hmm.
me ready to fight.
And anybody that knew me, bro, the first thing I did when I ran across some money was I got food trucks, bro. I got like 6, 7 food trucks in the city. You know what I'm saying? And like that's why I'm saying I'm not gonna be one of them people that try to go pro and you know don't have time for myself to be able to, make other decisions. It's like I like my life right now. I like to be able to do whatever I want to. And one day if I want to pick up a fight or somebody reach out to me with a great contract, then I sign it and we do it like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. But like I said, next year, or if not next year, a year and a half or something like that, look for me going pro because that's something that's happening for sure. Like, you know what I mean? All this right here is just me getting the rust off and shit like that. And I'm gonna make sure I win like 2, 3 golden gloves before I go pro too. That's why I'm giving myself some time. You know what I mean? I want to win some golden gloves. Hopefully, I might be able to make it to Olympics. That's a dream of mine too. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
still got time. I'm not old. A lot of people don't know how old I'm not super old. So, I still got some time, bro. When I started in a good lane at a good point, at a good level, it's like right now is the time, and all I'm doing is staying focused, staying on track, and I'm gonna take it a day at a time.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing because we all would like to be in positions where we can come and go. We don't have a time to be to work. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a lovely. That's why I'm trying to go full time with the YouTube and
Mhm.
what I do because I'm at a point where I'm not gonna work for nobody no more. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? I told my wife I want to be able to have you stop working
Mhm.
so you can go do whatever it is that you want to do, but in order for that to happen, I got to be great because I'm the man of the house. So I got to do what I got to do to make sure that she's good. But we all want to be in positions where we ain't got to get up and clock in. We can
Right.
do what we want to do.
Right.
That's great.
And that journey been hard
Um,
too, bro. That journey been super
yeah,
hard for me too, because it been a point in time like people don't understand the lane and how I'm thinking. So it was point in times where I couldn't pay to go to school to learn certain things that I needed and get certain certifications. So a lot of times, like even with me popping, I was working at McDonald's, Wendy's. A lot of people like perception,
you
everything. So
low.
some people looked at me like, damn, why you here? They don't even know. I'm just learning the ins and out of the system,
Stan,
learning.
you low. Stan, you hear me?
Yeah, I can
You
hear you.
low.
Can you
You
hear
low
me?
right now.
Hold on.
I can hear you, but you low. I don't know what happened. Your volume dropped.
All right, hold on.
YouTube be bugging sometimes.
Hello. I'm
They doing a
still
little.
low.
They doing a little too much.
I'm still low.
Yeah, you still low. I don't know what happened. I don't know if you had a mic or something. Something happened where it just went low.
Hold on. I'm gonna try. Hold on.
I don't know. Okay, he'll be back. Give him time, y'all. Bruce Gas, what's up, my brother? Yeah, D Hall. Let's give him a second. We give him a second. We let him come back. Welcome to the channel, y'all. Smash that like button on your way in and on your way out. Tell a friend and tell a friend. This is where it goes down at No Doug Zone Podcast. Oh, hold on. All right. YouTube.
We sturdy.
Okay. Hold
You
on.
can hear me now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You can
D
hear me
Hall
now.
said, what's your training like a day?
All right. So usually I get in the gym. Uh, the first thing I do is jump rope. I do probably about 24 minutes of jump rope. After I do the jump rope, I basically like get around the ring. I do that about 4 rounds. After I get around the ring, I shadow box 2 rounds. Then after that, I get out the ring. I hit the punching bag 3 rounds. 2 of them rounds is 2 minutes straight. I'm just punching the bag. After that, we doing strength and conditioning. So I'm doing like sit-ups, push-ups, 100 a piece. Yeah, that's basically just it. I say probably about 3 days out of the week I'm sparring. Usually the last days of me sparring, I usually spar around 3 or 4 different people. When I first started, I was super ass. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like I used to get burnt out. Now I'm at a point where I'm sparring 5 rounds, 3 minutes a piece. So that's where my coach been having me stay at. I mean, 5 rounds, 3 minutes a piece.
What about road work? You run that? You run at night?
Yeah, not every night. I say probably every other day. I probably try to do about 2 to 3 miles. I also do sprints. I don't run backwards, but I always train going backwards, like learning how to fight backwards. Um, yeah, we do a lot of rice buckets. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, jumping rope. Uh, yeah, drills in the field, stuff like that. Running in grass. Yeah, my trainer be having me on some shit. I don't know who you think I am, but he be having me on some shit.
I think trainers. I think a lot of trainers, their mindset is okay, especially when you get into boxing late, right? Their mindset is all right. You want to box? All right.
Mhm.
This
And I
is
love my trainer. Shout out to Ivan Mighty Robinson. He probably in here. Yeah, I mean, he a Philadelphia GOAT. Yeah, I mean, he done for Chavez, he for De La Hoya in the
that
Olympics.
dude
He
right
for
there.
Toro Gotti twice.
That
Yeah, I mean, he
dude.
was on HBO Crazy. Shout out to Ivan, man. And,
That dude right
yeah, he
there.
don't play with me. Yeah, he
That
don't play
dude
with
right
me at
there.
all.
I'm gonna see Ivan. Actually, I'm going to see Ivan. I'll be in Philly next week, and the following week he'll be in New York for my meet and greet. So we're gonna see each other. We're gonna see each other.
Yeah, man,
Shout
I
out to
can't
Ivan.
forget you too. Shout out OG Briz. That's another trainer of mine. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah. Ivan's a good. He's a. I mean, a real good brother. Real good guy. And one of my favorites too. So we got the fight Saturday. How much did you know about your opponent?
I did some searching on him on Instagram and Facebook like that. To me, no disrespect to him. I mean, he looked like a good brother, somebody that, he probably just get in the ring. He probably, got shit that he go through in his life. I don't think he take it as serious as I take it. Yeah, I mean, but then again, I always don't go off that because everybody not social media savvy. This nigga could be a killer that been in the gym for 4 years and he just been waiting for a fight like me. And that's why I go to the gym every day, and that's why I train like that, because I don't take nobody lightly. So no matter what I think of him, he gonna be a stain. I know that much. I mean,
D Hall says, Stanley, have you ever been hurt in the ring?
oh yeah, for sure, for sure. You know what I mean? And that's why I define myself as a champion. I don't think I got hurt to a point where I got dropped. I never hit the canvas. A nigga never put me down. But yeah, I got hurt before, and I feel like I was able to fight through that to still come out victorious. Because like I said, I started fighting heavyweight. The people I've been fighting, like to me, they haven't been slouches. They grown men, they getting in the ring, they gloving up. And unfortunately, they just couldn't beat me. But they hit like grown ass men. These niggas is heavyweights. And you know what I mean? I wasn't always out there fighting people. I fought people, but I ain't go out there and just pick fights with niggas that was 350 and 400 pounds. So, yeah, I definitely been hurt by these heavyweights.
Um, what was so coming into your first fight? Let's go there.
Mhm.
How was you feeling with that first fight, and how did that turn out for you? Your
I
first
ain't
fight.
gonna lie. This was my first time ever on the ring, like ever in the ring on the stage, and that being my first big stage where I had my whole city looking at me. I had my family there, like it was just so much anticipation. And when I first got up there for the press conference, I ain't gonna lie, I seen a picture of him. He looked like he hit the punching bag kind of slow. Like I wasn't worried about him, but he was bigger than me. He was big as shit, a big ass white boy, big ass hands. And I'm just like shit. You know what I mean? But I feel like I don't be intimidated by fighters, but I think any good fighter or any fighter, period, they be nervous in the ring. I feel like if you're not nervous, something wrong with you. I just feel like
Yeah.
that nervousness turns into you gotta eat when that adrenaline rushing and shit like that. Like honestly, when I'm in that ring, bro, that shit feels just like playing the boxing game. All I see is the lights, my hands, and you in front of me. So like I
Yeah.
be zoned out, bro. It's just about me whooping your motherfucking ass.
Yeah. Doesn't boxing, doesn't fighting makes the sport, or being a fighter already, which means like you having getting into street fights and getting into fights coming up, does it make it kind of easier for you to be a boxer just for the simple fact because you got fighting in your blood?
Hell no. And I hate when people say that. Not say what you
No,
just said, but I
yeah,
I hate when people be like, yeah, that's the reason why I could do it. Bro, when I first started getting in the ring, I thought I knew how to fight. I was fighting niggas that was good boxers. So all that fighting that I thought I knew, I was getting my ass whooped. And I had to respect them because it's a profession to it. It's a reason why it's technical.
but
It wasn't that I couldn't fight. It's just he really knew how to fight. He knew the fundamentals of it.
what
So
what what I meant by that was being how can I put this? Not
just
that I
having a
can get in
heart.
there, not that I can get in there and beat dudes that really do this, but being that I already fight in the street and all that, it gives me some type of confidence to say,
Oh
you know
yeah, for
what,
sure.
I
Yeah, for
can I
sure.
can
Yeah,
I can
for
try
sure.
this out. Because
Yep, for
a
sure.
lot of dudes be like, yeah, I'm 50-0 in the streets, and then when it's time to get in that ring, it's like,
Mhm. It's a different
nah, I'm
ball
good.
game. It's a different
Uh,
ball game, bro.
it's a whole different ball game, man. So that's how I always, because I ask a lot of people that question, and they respond like you, and they be like, "Yeah, I thought I was ready."
Yeah, facts, bro.
And then I got in here with this dude that's been doing this for 10 years, and I'm like,
Listen, no,
like,
I be having them haters that be in my comments, niggas that I first started going to their gym, and they gym was the one I
yeah,
got my ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't probably able to get them licks back, and I'm traveling now and I'm doing so much. And they like, damn, we don't remember that nigga. You know what I'm saying? And it be like that, bro. I'm trying to tell you, all types of shit come with this shit, bro.
yeah, it's easier said than done. And for me being in the gym, and I watch all kinds of people come into the gym. I've watched people involved in mixed martial arts. I've watched people in MMA, and they figure because they're in combat sports, I'll figure this out. I'll be all right. And get in there and be like, this boxing shit difficult. I can't kick them. I can't grab them. It's
Mhm.
straight hands.
Yeah. That's even with the first fight, my first fight. That's what the boy said to me after I fucked him up. He was like, yo, he said, I'll never do this again. He was like, this different than bar fights. I thought I was going to maybe be able to grab you or something. He said, had me in the beehive all night just stinging me. And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, it's levels to this,
Mm-hmm.
right? And people have to understand it's levels to it. And this is why they always say you got to stay in your lane because everything is just not for everybody. Kind of like what I do as a content creator. I tell everybody, you can't just get on here. Well, all I got to do is sit in front of the camera and talk boxing. And I'm like, it's not that simple
It's not.
because if you don't know what you're talking about and you sound real crazy, they're going to eat your ass up in the comments.
Yeah, facts.
they're gonna do you dirty in the comments. And even when you are doing your job, people are still gonna criticize you. You can't. You know how it goes, Stan. You
Exactly.
can't please everybody.
Yeah, you can.
You could go out and have one bad performance. Yo,
Mm-hmm.
Stan he ain't the fighter we thought he is. He trash, man.
Yep.
And then you can go out there and knock a dude out in the first round. Well, so what? That's just the first round. I bet you
Right.
he can't go past that. It's like, yo, what you, what you?
Yep. Yep. You
It's
can't
like,
win,
yo,
bro.
what do you want me to do? Like, you just want me to get in the ring and lay down?
Yep.
Like, like you want me to, like people, like yo, Stan, people are weird.
Yeah. It's bad.
You notice that boxing, is like, to me, the only sport, and if I'm wrong, it's cool. It's the only sport where it attracts the weirdest people.
Yeah, yeah.
Cause they be saying some of the weirdest
Listen,
shit, and I be like,
listen
bro,
to what I'm
nothing you
saying.
saying is making
Listen to what
sense.
I'm saying. I'm not no sucker at all, bro. Like when I say like not a sucker, like bro, like not a sucker. You can't play with me. I don't let nothing slide. What? I'm different now. Me fighting and having self-discipline, bro. Like I be having to be the bigger person sometimes, bro. Like niggas don't even understand. Like I'm about to, like it's a lot of times where I don't let niggas slide, but sometimes, bro, I'm trying to tell you, I be having to let niggas slide because they don't be understanding. Like this shit gonna get bad for you. I be having to think for
Um,
you.
and I think that's the part where um people are trying to bring people back to a place where they don't need to be. Because just because I changed my life, that doesn't mean I don't have that same person in me. I'm just trying not to bring him out. So if you say or do something to me, that person is going to easily come out, and then now you like, you're staying, you wilding. No, I'm not wilding. You know what it was. You knew what it was before you did and said this, but you did and said it anyway. So now, because I hooked off on you, I'm wilding.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Some people love to get a reaction
Mm-hmm.
out of people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, there's somebody that's gonna try you when they know you get money. I know Stan getting that money. I'm gonna say something to ruffle his feathers.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
But is it worth it? You know what I'm saying? Because when you got to get your jaw replaced, you
Yeah.
got to ask yourself,
Yeah.
is it worth it? But these are just the kind of people that we have that's going. They're going to push our buttons, but we have to do our best to be great at what we do and just stay away from the negativity. And sometimes moving away from where you live, um, separating yourself from certain people, and people are not going to know why you separated yourself from him. I don't even understand why he stopped talking to me. I don't understand why he don't come through. Sometimes it's not you, it's just me. I have to do what's best for me. Because if I'm making moves and you doing the same shit we was doing when we was 18,
Yeah.
dog, you heading straight for the penitentiary
Yeah.
or the
Yeah.
cemetery. Because we got people like that. We got people like that that be on that same type of time. And like, dog, we this age now. You've been doing this shit since 17, boy. How long you think you can keep doing that before it catches up to you?
Yeah. Facts though. You
You
ain't
know what
never
I'm saying?
lie.
So, yeah, people get mad when you just say, you know what? It ain't. Oh, you know he doing that now because he be around Gilly and Waddle, or he getting a little money. He think he the shit, or he getting these interviews on YouTube. Nah, bro, it ain't even about that.
Yeah.
It's not
Right.
even about that. Don't get mad at me because you don't choose to do anything with your life. I don't owe you nothing. You could be just as great as me if you find out what you want to do with yourself. But too many people are afraid of success, and they
I
more
got
worried
that.
about
I
failing.
be feeling like I got that. Survivor's remorse.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro. I be feeling
yeah.
like I got that a lot. A lot. I'm a
People,
real close, isolated person. When I say it don't be nobody but probably me, my girl, and my kids, like I'm really like that. I love my family. I love people,
yeah,
but I always been like a by myself kind of person. You know what I'm saying? I'm real big on keeping my peace and the aura that I have around me. Not even saying that that's what you gonna bring around or no shit
yeah,
like
yeah,
that, but
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I just try to keep good people around, bro. And usually, yeah, just stay like that.
I don't. You know what I don't like? I don't like people who make you feel like
You can't
you
be who
owe
you
them.
are.
Yeah, you can't be who you are. Like you owe
Yeah,
them something.
yeah,
Like
that's what I'm saying. I don't
I
like that
used to
neither.
sit. I used to sit around and be like, I used to really be in my feelings and be like, damn, I gotta see how I can make this situation better. Then I snapped out of it one day, like, man, fuck your feelings. I started getting real disrespectful with it. Like, nah, you ain't about to have me walking around here questioning my loyalty.
Yep,
You know
yep.
what I'm saying? Like, nah, we not doing that, man. So you got people that's like that. Like, they gonna make it feel like you owe them something and you got to do this for them. You got to do that, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I'll help you out, but You're not about to lean on me.
Listen, I keep it as plain as day. I don't even do all that. I just ig them and don't even pay them no attention because me on my everyday life, I know who be with me when I go to the gym. I know who fly out to my fights. I know who been keeping me motivated. I know who buying tickets. I got to count for all of this shit.
Why people don't think that? Why people think they can? Why think
in fucking La La Land?
Why people think that they can really fool you with some dumb shit? Come on, man. I always support your fights. Like, stop. No, you don't. Stop it.
Yeah.
You won't support it, but you're damn sure ask for a ticket. You got any tickets left? Yeah, I got plenty. This is how much they cost. Come on, man. You know I'm good for two of them things.
One thing about me, even though I understand that, I never been the type of person that been a hater because, like, I ain't even gonna say that's hating. That's just difference of opinion because it's like, Terrence fight the same night I fight. I'm damn near sure if we fight around the same time, people that love me, they love me. But people so hype about who they hype about, so everybody might go see the Terrence Crawford fight.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
But what I know in my mind though is one day I aspire to be somebody great like Terrence Crawford, and they are going to watch me. So I just got to stick to my journey. I got to stick to my, I can't be mad that another motherfucker like a motherfucker so much because they put the work in to be able to get there. So when I get there, I'm just gonna get the same shit.
Yeah, man. This game is funny and everything that comes with it, but in this game you got to deal with life itself. You got to deal with the good, the bad, the ugly. That's how I'm able to manifest what I'm doing because I realize that this is what you got to deal with. Like the same way y'all have to, as fighters, y'all got to deal with criticism and people hating on y'all and people pushing rumors out. As content creators and media people, we got to deal with the same shit. And the crazy thing is, we got to deal with it not so much coming from y'all. We got to deal with it from other content creators.
Yep.
Other people hating, and we got to, you know how many times people say, yo, man, fuck no Doug Zone. Don't go over there. And I hear it all the time, and I ain't gonna lie to you, Stan. I used to be like, yo, when I see him, he got some explaining to do.
Right.
Like,
right.
I think me and him, it's gonna be some furniture moving. Right. Until my wife goes, okay, you can do that. You might not be successful at it because ain't no man just gonna let you put your hands on them. Yeah, but the problem is, what's gonna be the outcome of you putting your hands on that man?
Right.
Now, everything that you done work hard for, is gone.
Yep.
It's hard to stand in front of a judge and explain that.
Yeah, facts though.
So you can't put hands on a man for words. Even if he says the most harsh stuff, it's like, okay, I bet you won't come to the gym though. Let's come to the gym. Because if I touch you on the street, I'm going to jail, but in the gym, I can have my way with you. So come to the gym.
But you know what's so crazy about that? That's kind of what I'm experiencing now. Like, we do have a creator league, and me to say without tooting my own horn, I think when it comes to that, I am one of the top people. So it's like a lot of people be coming for me, bro, and I be mad, like still on some regular Philly shit. Like, when I see you, I'ma smack the shit out you, spit in your face. I told niggas that and all that. But I be having to remember, like, bro, you're a boxer now. That's what they do. They talk shit, build up fights and shit. I'm all emotional and shit. Really want to shoot a nigga, punch you, pistol whip him.
Like, the difference before is he could do something to me and I'm not gonna get nothing out the situation. But now he making a little money. I'll sue his ass.
Right, that too.
I'll sue his ass. And even though you have in their eyes, you have just enough. It's worth taking him to court.
Yeah,
it's worth it.
Yeah,
and it's like, wait a minute, I'm not living the way y'all think I'm living. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good, but damn. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of world that we live in. A lot of dudes are just bozos, man, and they look for reasons. They will purposely push that button because they know it don't take much to push Stan's button.
Yeah, facts.
Today gonna be the day.
Yep, today gonna be the day. Yep.
I hope you lose your fight this Saturday, you bum ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that kind of like,
Yep.
You know you won't say it to my face, so why are you doing this to yourself?
And look though, I've been going through that a lot because people got to understand. I never fought in Philly yet. The closest place to Philly I fought was Delaware. I've been fighting around the world. Like I've been to Florida, I've been to Saudi Arabia, I've been to Japan, I've been to
Whoa,
like
time out,
London.
time out, Stan. Whoa, time out. Let's bring it back. Whoa, bring it back. You got the fight out where? In
Out London,
Saudi?
Saudi Arabia, yeah, bro. I fought in Dubai.
Now wait, hold on now, Stan. I'm thinking just you just been in the States. You've been to places we can't
That's what
pronounce.
I'm saying. Like passport shit, bro. Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Your life has changed dramatically where it's like you're not even just going to different states, you going to different countries.
Yeah, yeah. So I say that to say though, I'm used to the shit talking because I'm the only person coming from Philly. So it's like I'm coming to your state, everybody already against me. I'm watching all your niggas talk shit at me at the press conference during the fight. So like I'm used to it by now, bro.
Um City, like I was saying about Philly, about it's a big fighting city. Um, how important is it to you to come from Philly and to not only come from Philly, but to put your name up there, if it's possible, to put your name up there with the rest of the other greats that
That's
come
super.
from Philly?
That's super important to me. Very, very, very important to me. That's the goal. That's where I want to end at. You know what I mean? I want to be in the Hall of Fame. I really, really want to do this. So, like I said, it's all about trusting in God, keeping my prayers, and just walking my walk. And putting the work in too. That's one thing you're gonna see. That's not gonna be my last interview, like you said with you. You're gonna see me on plenty of interviews after this,
Oh
plenty
yeah.
fights. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep myself motivated because next year I'm going pro. My goal is to enter the pros after I'm like at least like 25-0. You know what I'm saying? And going there with that record, of course, it's not gonna count. You know what I mean? But I want to be able to do that. And my ending record is I want to leave at least like 40-0. That's my goal. 40-0, at least 38 knockouts. That's my goal.
Well, we just seen recently a homecoming for Jerron Bruce Ennis. I'm
Yes,
hoping
sir.
to see a homecoming
Yes,
for
sir.
my man Stanley
That's
James.
what
I'm
I'm
hoping to see
saying.
a
That's what I
homecoming.
want too. That's what I want.
I don't care if it's your first fight, your 10th fight. We hoping to see it because if that happens, I'm letting you know right now.
Yeah.
I'm on the first train out of here.
Listen, so that's what I want to happen because anybody know I'm fighting the bull Salt Poppy on the zone on Misfits in February. We don't have the official date, but Eddie Hearns run that with the
I
boy
seen it. I think I
KSI
seen it.
and
Yeah.
Jake Paul and them. So that's gonna be a great move for me. I think once I go there and I dominate, I think that's my opening ticket. So that's what I'm waiting for. I'm getting strong and everything waiting for that fight. That's going to be the fight where I got to prove myself to make my mark to be like, oh yeah, that's why he deserved to be here.
What message do you have for fighters that because everybody's situation is different, right? Everybody business decisions are different, right? What do you say to fighters who go around and they say, you know what, I can't get a fight, I can't get this, I don't have anybody out here that's trying to help me,
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting discouraged. Um, what's your message for fighters that's going around saying that?
I think fighters and just people in life got to understand this. Life is about, promoting yourself. You know what I mean? When you go on dates, you promoting yourself. You're trying to convince her that you that nigga. When you go to a job interview, it's the same thing. And you by yourself. You know what I mean? You got to convince these people that you are who you are. People fuck with you and people treat you how you treat yourself. You treat yourself like you ain't shit. Motherfuckers going to treat you like you ain't shit. You walk around high like you that nigga. Motherfuckers going to come around with that same energy. So you got to stop saying what you can't. Stop putting that in your universe too. The first day I met Gillian Wallow when they called me about this fight, I said, thank you for this opportunity. I guarantee you I had 5 fights by the end of this year. I got 9. And I spoke that into existence. I was lying. I didn't. I just felt that way to say that. So it's all about yourself. You have to motivate yourself.
Um, I think the problem is now a lot of these guys are too spoiled from seeing how
Yes.
other fighters are living. Too
Yes.
spoiled. right?
Yes.
They're hoping one day they get a call for Bob Arum or Eddie or Al or De La Hoya. They want the big promotional companies.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, that's cool, but you got to work your way up to
Yeah,
that.
gotta put the
So
work in.
if you have to go down to a small promotional company that nobody's ever heard of, cool. Do whatever it is that you got to do. And then another thing I see fighters do for a 4 or 5 rounder fight, you start outpricing yourself. And I go, dude, how much experience do you have?
Right.
Give you $20,000 for a 4 round fight? Who do you think you are?
Yeah, who you think you is?
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You start looking
Yes.
at dudes like, wait a minute, man, ain't nobody giving you that kind of money, player. Like, what have you done? So,
Yeah.
people are just people are crazy like that, man. And I'm like, there's no reason why any fighter should ever walk around and say, I'm having a hard time. I understand things happen, but not at no time you should be walking around saying, I'm struggling and nobody's helping me. A lot of times before somebody helps you, you got to help yourself.
Yeah, facts.
And a lot of
Yeah,
people
man.
don't want to help themselves. They just hoping that, hey, I hope somebody sees my videos on YouTube. They see my workout videos on Instagram. If somebody picks me up.
Mm-hmm.
This ain't the NBA draft. You
No, it's not.
know
You
what I'm
gotta put
saying?
that work in.
It don't.
Even I just said that
It,
to myself. I was like, after I have this heavyweight fight, my goal is for the next 7 months, just train. And right now is my time where I'm gonna be hitting different cities and different gyms, hitting training camps, sparring everybody around the city so my
yeah,
name could get up there, stuff like that. People don't understand. You gotta put the work in, man. You have to. People gotta see you. People just don't want to hear what you got going on, because what you gonna do when people hear what you got going on and
yeah,
then they come see you and they like, you know, some bullshit. That ain't the shit I've been saying on Instagram.
yeah. It's to help yourself. Like I'm in situations where I go, listen, I need to get here. I need to be here. I should be here. But I notice at the same time, when you take steps to do stuff, God will help you with the rest.
Yeah, facts.
But when you sit back and you just wait for somebody to help, you'll never get it.
It's
You
never.
gotta help yourself before somebody helps you. And somebody may not never help you. You might end up just doing everything dolo. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. You know why I'm okay with it? Because we live in a world now where it's hard to accept right help, because once you get it and you get to a certain status or a certain place, people want to take that and throw it up in your face that you wouldn't have been here if it wasn't for me. And I go, whoa, I never
So hold
begged you
on, I
for
don't
your
mean to
help.
cut you off, but right now they saying that's the Mayweather Ellaby situation. How you feel about that?
Super shocked because I didn't see it coming. I knew he's
Yeah,
been
me
around with Floyd
neither,
for
bro.
about. He's been around with Floyd since for almost like 30 years. So
Yes.
that tripped me out. But it let me know right then and there that you know what, anything is possible.
Mm-hmm.
Anything is possible. You can't get big headed with the people who started out with you.
Yeah, you can't do that, bro.
Can't do that because
Can't.
when everybody else, the women, the security, the fighters, when everybody was like, "Yo, I'm out for whatever personal reason," that man was like, it's all right. I'm still
Right.
here."
Yeah, facts.
So when people started bashing him, I said, "You can't." I said, "No, you can't bash that man. You can't sit there and say, 'Oh, Floyd did this.'" You can't do that. You don't know what happened in that situation. Because if that man didn't leave all these years, he didn't just wake up one day and say, "I'm out."
Yeah, right.
There was a
Yeah,
method behind that. You know
yeah,
what I'm
there's
saying?
nothing
I was
behind it.
surprised when it happened.
Yeah, me too.
I was
Yeah, man.
surprised, and it just shows you right there that and I'm happy for Leonard. Um, and it's no shade thrown at Floyd.
Right.
Hey,
Facts.
I'm happy for Leonard. You
Facts.
know, it just shows you that it's messed up. No matter how loyal you could be to somebody.
Yeah.
I always tell people, you could be loyal all you want to, but make sure at the same time you cover your own ass.
Yeah, facts.
Watch yourself. Because the person you think that's your homie that you sitting out here and you're doing for him or you're working with him, one day all that could change and sometimes money might play a role in that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just,
Have
and money
you
should
seen
never
Creed
happen.
3? Because so Creed 3 was kind of like that too, right? Or you think he was more so like felt like he owed them something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And you know what though? The scary thing about life is that life is like that too. In real life, it's like that. Somebody feel like you owe them something, but you sitting there thinking, you're not thinking that, you're not thinking about what they did for you. You're just remembering that, oh, this happened when we were kids. But then
Right.
they start doing all this stuff to you, and you like, what are you doing this for? What did I do for you? What did I do to you? You like, you don't remember? And I'm like, oh, okay, but why didn't you just say that in the beginning? You had to do all this extra shit to remind me. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, it's crazy, but that's how life is. You know what I mean? That's just how life is. It's foul that it
All right,
should never be like
I know
that.
you
And I
interviewing
hope
me,
that,
but I
and I
swear this like one last question that I got for you. My bad, because I know you interviewing me, but
don't,
how
no,
do
don't,
you
no. Ask all the questions you want. Go
do you
ahead.
feel
Good.
are you one of those people that feel like Shakur is this two questions? Are you the type of person that thinks Shakur is a born fighter? And do you think Shakur would be able to come into him and Davis fight with that same style that he used on other people? Because Javante is a little pit bull, a little like he's gonna come towards you.
They said Floyd was boring. If you look at some of Floyd's fights, some of them were boring, but he got the job done.
Right.
I think Shakur is super talented, but I think there's certain lanes Shakur shouldn't cross. Social media is one of them
Right.
because he'll say one thing in social media and then the interviews and then it don't match up to what he do in the ring. We
Right.
get that, right?
Right.
With Tank Davis, he knows for a fact he can't come in with that same type of style because only thing he will be doing is signing his death certificate. That wouldn't be a smart move. And I know he knows that. He knows that Tank is much different from what he's used to.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see the fight. I would love to see it. If they made it, I
Yeah,
would
they
love
made
it.
it. Right.
But if it don't happen and money plays a role in it, then I'm gonna have to call somebody a duck. Because my thing is this: if you offer me, if you offer me 6 million, 8 million, who the hell am I to turn that down?
Right.
That's not enough money. That's not six. Listen, bro, you tripping. I never known that man to make 8, 9 million. So if you get that offer to you and you don't take it, after a while, my opinion, you know what I'm saying? That's how I'll look at it. But Shakur just his contract just ended with Top Rank, and I'm cool with his grandfather. I'm cool with Coach Dirt. A lot of them over there. I love Shakur. I always tell people I love him. I love Tank. I love Devin. I never pick a side of who I want to see beat up who because I love all three of those brothers. But if there's an offer on the table, which I heard the negotiations, they talking. I'm hoping that whatever's offered to him, I'm not telling him to just take anything because you can't just take anything. But if 6 or 7 million is happening to be put out there, you got to take that, bro.
Yeah,
Sometimes you got to take it. You know what I'm saying? Because
yeah.
the fans want to see it. I think a lot of these guys say no, not just because they want more money, but a lot of them just be like, I guess they be feeling like they entitled to it. Because that's what we got. We got a lot of guys that's just walking around feeling like I'm entitled to this.
X though.
6 million is not enough for me. I want 20 million. It's like what the kind of like the Devin and T.O.
Right.
His father, T.O. father first said, we'll take 4 million. Then he came back and said 10 million. Then he told Bill, we'll take 20 million. It's like, can you go any higher? Who's giving you 20 million at 35?
Right.
That's heavyweight money.
Yeah, facts.
Nobody, you know what I'm saying? Like before Wilder went out, no matter how Wilder went out, he got to make some good money for a guy who didn't grow up in boxing.
Yeah, thanks.
You may not never see that again.
Thanks.
You may not. That's like you coming in, and people. The first thing people gonna say is, man, that he got into boxing at a late age, and you come in your first 20 fights, you undefeated, then all of a sudden you get to 25 and 30, then you get to that 40th fight. Oh my God, he's still undefeated, but then somebody's still gonna say his footwork is trash.
Yep.
If he didn't get into boxing so late, he would have learned this. You can't teach an old dog tricks. Like, they always gonna have some slick, sleazy shit to say instead of them just being happy for your success. You know what? We might not see another Stanley James again.
Yeah, facts.
Let's just appreciate him.
Yeah.
But it's hard for them to appreciate.
Yeah, facts.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah, man.
Crazy.
Facts.
Dude. We definitely got to do this again, though, brother.
I can't wait. Hopefully,
we got to do this
after these fights. Hopefully I could jump back up this joint and be like, you know what?
Oh yeah.
I'm 13-0 at heavyweight. I done shut it down. I'm coming back in the next couple of months.
When you get ready to have a fight on the East Coast, I don't care if it's Connecticut, Jersey. I'm hoping that happens.
No, I fight in. I
soon.
think. Listen, the fight that I'm in, we have the city. It's like a lot of people don't know the ICS tour that I'm fighting in tomorrow. We have a 12-city tour. We fighting in Tampa. Then after Tampa, we going to Nashville. Then we going to Atlantic City. Then we going to Dallas. Then I think we going to like the UK and stuff like that. Like our last 3 dates.
So when that because my wife, she's a sucker.
Yeah, October 1st.
She's a sucker for Atlantic City. So October 1st, Atlantic City?
Atlantic City.
Is that on a Saturday?
I'm not sure. Most likely a Friday or a Saturday. I can't check right now. It's going to knock me off.
I'll keep that on my mind. And if that happens, then yeah, my wife's birthday's in October. If you let me know for sure it's in October, I'm pulling up.
I'll see you the info in a little bit. Yeah,
send me the info, man. But no, let's definitely do this again. Tell the people where they can follow you.
All right, you can follow my Instagram hand at Big Steppa V33. That's BIGSTEPPA V33. You can also follow me on Instagram at Stanley James III, or you can follow me on TikTok too. Same thing, Big Steppa V33. Yeah, man, get with me. Yeah, man, follow my follow my YouTube too, Velocity BSM. Anything that I got coming up with No Duck Zone gonna be on there, and it's up. Yeah,
it's definitely up. I'm learning to try to merge everything, to have my YouTube and my Instagram all connected, so everybody can see everything. So the next time we meet, I'm gonna try to work on that. I had plenty of time to work on it, but my mind just started going everywhere else. I'm gonna work on that so your Instagram followers and everybody else can follow. So we're gonna do that. But bro, this has been lovely. I'm gonna get ahead because I got some work to do while I'm in here. And we definitely gonna do this again, though, bro. I appreciate your time.
Man. Salute.
You already know, my guy. I'm gonna see you, man. All right, that's my man, Stanley James III. Y'all go follow him, man. Y'all more than welcome to follow me. McLean Clarence on Instagram, Clarence McLean on Facebook. Of course, you can follow the channel, subscribe to the channel, No Duck Zone Podcast. Sometime I'm live on Instagram, sometime I'm live on here. Really, I do my interviews on here. Sometimes on Instagram, it's not really interviews, it's mostly chop-ups. But the interviews will really be on here. So I'm definitely gonna have my man Stan on here, and we definitely. Oh yeah, listen, thank you, Pioneer. Thank you. And all the Philly family, because I love Philly, man. Shout out to 215. I'm gonna see y'all next week. Subscribe, y'all. Please subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. You know what I mean? We don't just talk boxing on here. We speak about life. We speak about a lot of different stuff. So I try not to just make it boxing. So there's some things that we get ready to do. I'm working on some things. I just got other things I need to do before I get to that. But we definitely gonna have some fun. Everybody, God bless. Enjoy your rest of your day. Y'all get to work safe. Wherever you're going, let's be safe. We're coming towards the end of the summer. We're about to touch August. We always know August is a hot month. Let's try our best to stay out the way. I love all y'all. Be safe. Y'all know what it is. It's No Duck Zone Podcast. Let's go.